What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Caernheim. I'm just, cooling off in the Caernheim square right here, in one of the main squares, in the fountain, because I can. How have you guys been? I've been doing well, and I got some updates for you before we start today's video. I have been going through and pretty much doing interiors, so this entire building has an interior. This entire building has an interior. This doesn't. I loved the idea of turning this into a guild, guys, and I am 100% doing that. I am 100%. I can't exactly remember who suggested it. Sorry, off the top of my head, but I will find your comment and I will make you a little desk. Maybe you can run this place for giving me such an awesome suggestion. I love the idea of that being a guild. What a brilliant idea. We've got the the dude that sells potions and stuff like that. Can't remember what he's called right now. We did this last episode, and I've done some work on the interior. Yeah, by the way, sorry, guys. The last, village one we did, over there, it cut it short. I'm hoping that's not going to happen this time. This building now has full interiors. This building now has full interiors. This has a downstairs interior. Lovely, lovely candle maker. But it doesn't have sides yet, because, again, I don't know what this road is going to do, so I just kind of want to, just in case I'm going to put another building here, you know what I mean? And if you do interiors without windows, it's a little confusing. So we got the butchers in here. Fantastic, all this kind of jazz. Loving it. You go upstairs in this building and you got a lovely little room here, kitchen, little place for them to kind of sit. And you come upstairs in this one, and I just realized I've got no doors in half of my buildings. That may be something I need to do. This one has a door. A little room in there, and there's a little place to pray over here. Absolutely fantastic. And they've all got beautiful views of the square. I think it's kind of cool. And then, this has a little attic space up here that's just, just covered in boxes and stuff like that. So, I've gone through and I've done it. If you stuck around the channel for long enough, you know that interiors are kind of something that, and this has a little ice cellar as well. I thought it was pretty cool. He keeps the meat. If you know me, I'm not much one for interiors. I like the building, but the interiors are just something I can't do, and I'm trying my best to do that. Let me show you this while we talk about interiors. I'm really, 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 really happy with how this one's going. Let me show you in here. So look how grand this is going to be. So this is going to be one of the bigger inns in Caernheim. It's right on the square, you know what I mean? This is where people would come and stay. Quite wealthy people would come and stay. We'll have a bar and an area down here. And, these have some very sizable rooms. You got one there. You got another one this side. Very sizable room. This one's kind of cool. And then you come around here, and you've got another very sizable room in here. You come up the stairs. So you got this little tower, which this still isn't done, guys. Another sizable room in here. Another sizable room down here, and then you've got this massive I think I'm going to turn this one into an area for a meeting room or something like that. I think that would be really, really cool. And then upstairs on the top floor, I'm going to make let's get up here. This is going to be one singular big bedroom, for whoever stays here. Quite a big authoritative figure who would stay on the top up here. So oh yeah, and down the bottom here we're going to have cellars and stuff like that for them to keep the kegs and stuff like that. This is a very cool building, and it's got such a nice little view as you come in. Let me just change the time so we can see. That's kind of cool. But today, let's move on. Let's move away from the square, and we're going to work on these little houses here. So I'm starting to pull away from the main road. We've got this main road into Caernheim, and we've got this square, yeah? Now we're branching off. The houses are going to get a little, not wealthier, but, the wealthy area is going to be right at the top here. Let me show you back on the map. We've got quite a lot of room up the top here to make a very wealthy area, castle, university, all that kind of jazz, big libraries, all that stuff. And then, the less wealthy areas are going to be more down towards the coast. And, kind of sitting in the shadow of the castle will be less wealthy areas, that type of thing. But we're going to start this direction. We're going to do two diagonal houses today and 2 normal ones. I want to add some more diagonals in, not massively diagonal, but kind of. This little building here, I'm going to have to do some work on, because this is before I knew what I wanted to do. It's this kind of little shop area, We'll have to have a little finangly on that. Oh, I knew it was going to rain. It always rains. But guys, I am going to run the time lapse. Thank you so much for sticking around so far and letting me yabble on. We're going to hit the time lapse. We're going to get ready. Let's go make some buildings. So, like, front of one building kind of done. I'm kind of happy with this. I like the way this looks, man. Like, that's a cool building from down here. Like, maybe not from this angle. We may have to work on this a little bit. But, like, from this angle, from the street that's going to be here, that is a cool looking building. Like, it's very, very one colored at the moment, but we'll change that once we add some stuff. Here, see these bits that are sticking out? I'm going to add, like, some sails. Not sails, but like sheets, like dangling sheets, like as if it's given some, you know, shut up phone, like as if it's given some like you know, shelter to underneath. I kind of like the idea of that, just to like dangle them off. I thought that was pretty cool. We might add some more up there, or maybe a few down there, but it's got like this tiny little areas. The idea of this, I don't know whether I said this is gonna be a barber's, so you'll be able to come in, you know what I mean, and you'll be able to, like, you know, have your hair cut and stuff like that, and then up here will be like a little place for them to sit and stuff like that, and maybe there'll be some other amenities back here or something like that. But, and then of course you got like little apartments on top there. Maybe we'll have a staircase somewhere, maybe on the side here, bringing you up here as well. Maybe, I don't know. But I want to get the facades done, as always. Get the facades done, so we kind of know how they like the relationship between the three, and then we can go about making sure that they all fit together. But I kind of like it. It's a little wider than I probably should have made it. It should have been this tall, but I kind of like wide buildings. Have you noticed? They're all kind of that wide, like this kind of size. Like this is a 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the problem is you end up them looking like that, and I kind of like a little bit of a taller building every now and again, you know. Anyway, all right, let's carry on. Let's go. Hi there, people. So I'm kind of happy with this as well. It's, again, I don't know whether I told you, but I wanted to make like this, like a brothel kind of, you know what I mean? Like you could go and pay for some time with a lady, should I say? And I wanted it to kind of fit this, but not at the same time, like as if these two buildings were roughly built, you know, around the same time. And I love the way this has worked out. So I've added a balcony here again for them to come and sit, and they can kind of, you know, the guys from the barbers, the whole idea is these guys right here are going to be able to, you know, kind of look over. And I'm thinking of doing something like this, you know, so they can look over, but they can't touch, you know, something like that. I think that's kind of cool. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll work it out. You know, so they can kind of see over, but they can't touch. And what a fantastic way to get a little bit of clientele, you know, to come from the barbers looking all smashing and all good. Is it going to rain? I feel like it's going to rain. Maybe not. Into here. So that's kind of where this is going. Again, just on the facade. I want to see how this works. Now, we've got this building on the side. I want to make this a spice market. You know, where you could go and get spices to make yourself smell nice or make yourself, you know, this entire area right here is kind of all about the gentleman, I guess. But we're heading our way up this direction, up towards, you know, the very posh area up here. So again, we wanted to kind of not be super, super posh. Like, I don't think anything is super posh right now. They're all kind of like middle class buildings. So this one, but I want to break it up a little bit. We've got two big wooden kind of like buildings right here. I want some plaster buildings. So I'm thinking of going something very, this kind of, not as grand as this, because this is a bank, but, you know, a little grander than maybe it would be, because it's a spice market, right? It would have quite a bit of cash. So I'm going to get this done, and I think this is going to be a corner building. I think this is going to end this little row of buildings right here, and we'll have a road that goes that way, you know? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to get, again, the facade of this done, and then we can kind of see how this street is planning out. Yes, I like it. A lot of work today, guys. A lot of work, but we're doing it. We're getting places. Here we go. Well, guys, we did some work. God damn, wow. There's a lot of stuff going on here, guys. There is a lot of stuff going on here, and as you can see, I am not finished on a lot of it, but this has taken me a long time to get to where it is, and I didn't want to like leave you guys out of the loop for too long, so we're not finishing this street this episode, but I think that's fine, you know? We can add a little bit more detail in before we kind of unveil it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, let me show you around. Let me show you what we did. So we added like a barber's. That's going to be like some kind of brothel in the middle. And then, oh, I don't know whether I said, I think I did. I can't remember. But this is going to be like a, what did I say? Like a market, an incense market, or a, what did I say it was going to be? I know it was some kind of market. Anyway, but a spice market. That was the one. So if you come in here, it's obviously not done. You know, you got the big columns holding this building up, and you can go up here to another little, like, road here, and to get upstairs into what's going to be some, like, a nice little balcony you can sit on. And then we're going to have, like, a little room up here for a little bit more fancy trading, you know, and then you can go up these stairs, and there's, like, apartments kind of up here. Through this little area here, there's, like, little apartments and stuff that, you know, maybe, like, offices or something or the other, you know. We're going to have some stuff in here which I really like, and then you can go up again and you've got a little bit more office space up here, And then we will have like some storage and stuff at the top as always. But let me hop down and show you over the next couple of buildings. Guys, the reason I haven't like 100% finished these is I want your input on them as well. Like what are we going to do? What are we going to do with some of these buildings? Let's hop off. Let's hop back on the street. I've also changed up the street a little bit here. I've added a bit more gravel into it. That's very plain. We need to do a lot of like, what would you say? Like environmental work, you know, getting these streets and stuff sorted. So then you've got this, which is completely not done on the inside either. And then you've got, as you can tell, I've done a lot of like work, but no like actual work, you know? And then on the inside here isn't done either. But I really like the way this street is turning out. You know, I think this building especially I love. And I love like this little area here and these little windows at the top here I think are so cute. But like these are going to have little rooms. There'll be 6 rooms at the top here. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe some rooms at the top as well. And then like a big room downstairs. All that kind of stuff. A bar and all that jazz. And then, you know, you got like this big balcony this side. Did I put one on the other side? No, I put a small one at the back alley here. Put a small little one. And then you got like this big balcony up here again where like I said earlier, you can like stare into the barbers there. And you know, there'll be like drinking and stuff like that going on up the top here. And of course in the barbers, you got this little like, smoking area, I guess. Like a little outside area where they can come and they can wait maybe upstairs. And then we got a very large formal barbers that'll go in here. I think it's going to be really cool. You know, I think it's going to be really cool. Guys, if you enjoyed it, thank you so much for sticking around. I know this episode was a little longer, but that's why. This has taken me a long time. A good, like, 6 hours, maybe, just to get to where I am. That's a lot of work. But, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next Caernheim video where we will continue on the street. Give me some ideas of stuff you want, guys, or what this house is going to be. It's going to be a lovely little street up that direction. Oh, yes, I'll see you in the next episode. See you guys.